Best known for his work in the Iron Man trilogy and accompanying Avengers films, Robert Downey Jr. turned 57 on April 4th and shows no signs of slowing down. He continues to command blockbuster salaries for his cinematic work as both an actor and producer. Robert Downey Jr.'s fortune in large part is attributed to his work in the multiple Marvel series. While he earned just $500,000 for the first Iron Man movie, by the third film in the series, his earnings rose to $70 million. Hello and welcome back to the Luxury Lifestyle channel. If this is your first time around, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications. Robert Downey Jr., son of an underground movie director, has a long history in film and television. He debuted in one of his father's films, Pound, playing a puppy at age 5. In the early 1980s, he landed roles in movies such as Baby It's You before spending time as a Saturday Night Live cast member from 1985 to 1986. In the late 1980s and into the 90s, he worked on the silver screen alongside other big names of the era, including Sybil Shepherd, Ryan O'Neal, Mel Gibson, and Woody Harrelson, and even starred in a movie with Marissa Tomei, who plays Aunt May in Spider-Man. In 2000, he joined the cast of Ally McBeal, in a role that critics say saved the show. However, the gig only lasted a year, as Robert Downey Jr. was written off the show after his arrest in April 2001 on a charge of being under the influence of a controlled substance. The previous November, he had been arrested on drug charges, but producers allowed him to keep his job after that instance. His portrayal of Larry Paul earned him a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor. Robert Downey Jr. earned acclaim for his 1992 role as Charlie Chaplin in Chaplin, for which he won a BAFTA award. He also received multiple nominations for his role as Kirk Lazarus in Tropic Thunder. Both performances garnered Academy Award nominations, the only two of his career. The modern-era Robert Downey Jr. is most noted for his turn as Iron Man in the Marvel trilogy of the same name. The actor took home a combined salary of between $396 and $435 million for his work in those films, along with his appearances in 4 of the Avengers films, plus Captain America: Civil War and Spider-Man: Homecoming. In 2010, Robert Downey Jr. won the Golden Globe for his work in Sherlock Holmes, one of what would become a trilogy of films that brought his acting skills to a new audience. His latest project is Oppenheimer, the biopic of J. Robert Oppenheimer, one of the developers of the atomic bomb. Downey Jr. plays Lewis Strauss, the chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission at the time. The film is scheduled for release in mid-2023. Robert Downey Jr. has come a long way since his frequent run-ins with the law. Introduced to drugs as a child, his addiction led to mandatory time in rehab and criminal charges for drug use, driving under the influence, possession of a concealed weapon, and possession of illegal substances. He spent 15 months behind bars following the 1999 sentencing. In December 2015, Downey was pardoned by then California Governor Jerry Brown for his 1996 drug conviction. Today, though, the actor has a lot to celebrate, namely nearly 20 years of sobriety. Downey Jr. has been married to Hollywood producer Susan Downey since 2005. The couple has 2 children, Exton, born in February 2012, and Avery, born in November 2014. Robert Downey Jr. also has a son, Indio Downey, born in 1993, from his first marriage to Deborah Falconer. And that's all we have for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, we'll see you in the next video.